Well, hello everyone, and welcome to week four. I hope everyone has had a chance to, catch up on some things this weekend. I did notice some discussion boards missing, so make sure you get those in. They are valuable points, and after a week, it is really difficult to justify putting points. So make sure that you're connecting with me if you're missing any discussion boards. But those are an important part of the asynchronous learning environment, and we need everyone participating equally in that manner. First, we're going to start with announcements. Week four is the peer edit teams. I've moved that to the top just to give you a reminder of whose paper you're editing. So, for example, peer edit team one is Mary Seema and Deborah McCormick. You will be, downloading their papers, and then you'll go ahead and give your feedback and then upload it back into the area that I'm going to talk about here in just a second. The only difference in peer edit team, there's three of you, and I did give you the round robin format since there are three. The example, Chunam will read, edit Maria's paper, Jessica will read, edit Chunam's paper, and Maria will peer edit Jessica's paper. So just make sure you take a look at that. If it's a little confusing, just reach out to me and I'll help you out. Another important announcement, just the IRB application overview. This video was made available to me. It's an overview of the IRB process, which you should kind of be doing in the background, working with your team members. Not to add more work, but don't want to get caught in a point where you're hitting a deadline and there's a lot to do. So it would be wise to start working on the IRB. This video is about 18 to 20 minutes long. It does give you some do's and don'ts, some information that's important. Plus there's information that you already know, so you can fast forward if you need to in different parts. So please take a look at that video or budget some time. Next, really important, example, the collaborative capstone project. So we do have an example. This is an example from a past class. Now, the capstone project has changed dramatically. They've streamlined it. Not that they've made it any less rigorous, but there are less steps to go through, and it's made it less complex than in the past. The purpose of downloading it is to wrap your head around what does it look like to do something that's a four and that's complex and that looks well. And that'll help you as you start designing your paragraphs and putting that information together. So that information is right here. So make sure that you take a look at it. I always like looking at samples in the past because it does help me with my verbiage. It helps me with writing. And what does it look like with paraphrasing and synthesizing? So please take an opportunity to look at that. At this point, I'm going to go over to week four, and talk about what we're doing this week. So you're going to review this video. And again, chapters 3 and 4 are the topics this week, just like they were last week and the week before, because when you look at chapter 3, it's connecting theory to action in these chapter goals. So again, this information is going to help you as you're writing your lit review. And then in chapter 4, when we get down to chapter 4, it'll help you with your action research and planning your action research and making sure that things are viable and what you want to do. Remember, you can revise your research questions to make them, to narrow the focus, to make sure that what question you're asking is answered in your research and how to articulate that. So, but in chapter 4, again, great resource, a lot of information, pretty easy to read. I'm impressed with the book. I think that it does give some pretty explicit information about what we should do, along with examples to help you out. You're going to complete the self-paced lesson. Now listen, this is really important. The self-paced lesson is important because it is going to give you that peer edit, how you do a peer edit. Some of you are not used to using Word and using the track changes. So when you click this play, it's going to take you to this self-paced lesson.
Welcome to the peer review using track changes and comments in Microsoft Word module. You've been asked to conduct a peer review of your peer partner's Chapter 2.
So in this particular self-paced lesson, it's going to take you about peer review and using Microsoft Word, which everyone needs to use because that's the only one we can use for track changes. So make sure that you have access to that, or you can access one at your school that has a Microsoft Word. I do realize that many people use Google Docs, Forms, and so forth, but for this particular assignment, to track changes, you're going to need to use the Microsoft. So I wanted to share that with you, and we'll go back to the week 4. So here, this area right here, it says document submission, retrieval for peer review, and review of relevant literature and references. So you're going to click right here, and you'll click on the actual thread. And this is where you follow these directions. So make sure that you're uploading your paper, and then steps for retrieval of documents. So make sure that you save your paper as an attachment, or your peer's paper as an attachment, and then give the peer edits, provide feedback. Make sure the feedback's substantive. You want to take a look at APA from here and there to make sure that people are online. And if there's questions you might have, you might want to indicate them, but more for them to guide their thoughts, not to necessarily have them answer to you. And then make sure that you upload this back to this area on Sunday. And then we'll be collecting those, and then I will be grading actually your feedback to each person. So make sure you review this. It's just more about the directions and kind of getting through the step-by-step. But like I said, if you have questions or you need any support, just reach out to me. So I'm going to head back. Actually, 2 spaces. Should have just said week 4. Okay, and then here's the actual assignment too. This is just, again, an overview of the assignment. And so make sure that you take a look at this area to write and browse. This is where you're going to actually do your individual submission. And this is after you've had the peer review. So we'll take a look at that. That'll be during this week as well. Go back to week 4. So again, looking ahead, assignment 3 is coming up, and that's chapter 1. So that's due not this coming Sunday, the following Sunday. So you want to just start taking a look at chapter 2. You're going to be making some revisions to your literature review. You've already done some hard work and put together a lot of information. So your next focus is going to be that chapter 1. Also, making sure that assignment for the chapter 2 and references is due by that week too. So, a lot of work coming up, and then the assignment following that will be that chapter 3. So again, I look forward to your work. I look forward to the interactions in the discussion boards. Some are more active than others, and that's perfectly fine. I've been giving feedback in your grades, and I just look forward to the discussions this week. Reach out to me if you need any help. You have a great week. Thanks.